I hate the most is when you don't want the ball. I hate it. You have permission to make a mistake. You have permission to lose. You have permission.
And that's when we get big.
Yeah, I'm a genius.
Attack everyone and send everyone.
I think we're forgetting the most important thing. We're forgetting about focusing just on ourselves.
But we can do better. We need to take the next step, and there's no better place than taking the next step here.
Show ourselves out there how much we want to win it again.
We win 4 of the last 5 Premier League, guys. 4 of the last 5 Premier League. Are we gonna do it again?
Don't ask me again about doubles, triples, quadruples, fifth-tuples, six-tuples, and seven-tuples. So,
Hey, and welcome to episode 117 of Shades of Blue.
World's famous.
We are the most comprehensive show about Manchester City, covering both the men's and women's game, spanning both sides of the Mason-Dixon line. We making art over here, capitalize the A. I am CrunkChocolate, and I'm here with my show, bro. Sharpie Charlie, how you doing? Oh, this time you're muted.
It was me this time. No, I'm good, bro. It's been a busy Monday, but I was really looking forward to tonight. Yeah, we got some things cooking up tonight. It's gonna be a little quick episode today for our standards, no?
Yeah, honestly, we're gonna get through this because honestly, it's just a lot of sadness and misery. If we're gonna be honest,
A little bit of joy happened at the start of the week. Okay, a little bit of joy.
Sorry, we did beat a bunch of Vikings who just hacked at us the entire match.
It was a draw of a week. Okay, the high and lows.
Wow. But before we get into anything else, please hit that thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if this is your first time on. Hi, hello. Audio listeners, podcast only peeps, 5 stars, rate, review, say kind words. We appreciate that. Today's episode, we got Man City to talk about. City women played 2 games. UWCL, Hammerby handled business and took an L to Chelsea, which is unfortunate because it's the first time we've really lost to them in a very long time. We'll get to it because I actually don't feel awful about the match. And there are extenuating circumstances that I will gladly use as an excuse.
Oh, big reasons, big facts, big things were there. There are reasons for this. Okay, cause and effect happened.
So, I would feel better about it, and then we're gonna look forward to City men. They're back against Tottenham. Come back from international break, and then we got to deal with Tottenham. Some nonsense. Goodness. But let's get into these baby blue baddies. We're gonna have this episode done in record time. Has there been an SOB episode
never under an hour? I think the shortest one might have been like 75 minutes, if that.
Oh man, I think
we cooking right now. We got 2 matches and a preview.
All right,
2 matches, 2 previews. Let's cook up.
Let's go then. Let's go. Baby blue baddies. All right. Okay, so they handled business against Hammerby 2-0. 47th minute goal by Blinkilde Brown. Shout out to her. Then Fujino in the 80th minute finally got her goal. Starting lineup for our baby blue baddies. Yamashita, she is back. That was good to see her. Our back line going left to right, Wahhabi, Greenwood, Kennedy, and Kasparai. A midfield of Hasegawa, Park, and Blinkilde. And up top, we had Fowler on the left, Fujino on the right, and Bunny Shaw. Lauren Hemp was out, though that was the word. We were a little, I mean, it was against Hammerby, so I wasn't too worried about the lineup. We knew that it should be enough to handle things against Hammerby. Was there anything that shocked or surprised other than obviously a missing Hempo for you in this lineup, Sharpie?
I thought it was intentional, right? To say, hey, let Hemp and Roy get rest against, respectfully a lesser opponent. Because they both been putting a lot of time. Reward is still in her first, few months back post injury recovery. So I was like, okay, this is good. And I'm confident when I see Fowler and Fujino, the double Fs. I love it.
Let's go. Yeah, and like I said, okay, so this whole match, City women, they handled things. It was 74% possession. That's throughout the match. 16 shots, 3 on target. That was kind of the disappointing thing. What I will give Hammerby is they made City earn it to do that like general term, but they were playing very physical, especially at the end of the match. A lot of leaving that leg when they're coming in to close. And when you get tired, whatever calm rationale you might have had, especially after a team puts 2 goals on you after you've been working so damn hard for 60 minutes, you start to get a little testy. And I wasn't quite enjoying that, considering the fact that I had a huge match in a few days. But shout out to our manager, Gareth. It took him to the 81st minute. I also understand it took a bit to get these goals, and you kind of need to win just because you never know what's going to happen in the group, or because we still have to face Barca. So we need to win these matches, try to get a couple goals under them. 81st minute, that's when he brought in Chloe Kelly and Jill Ward. Lily Murphy, Gracie Pryor were able to come on, and then Coombs. Oh, Yui was not able to get off. Sorry. I was hoping Yui was able to get off, but Greenwood was able to
Yui
get off.
don't get tired, bro. She doesn't get tired. She's a Japanese Rodri.
Yeah, and if she does, she will never show it or tell it.
You never see it. Can't tell.
Yeah. So what I wanted to give love to Fujino. We have kind of been talking about, she seems like she's not looking for her goal, and that changed in this match. It took her 3 tries. The first shot, it went over the post, skied it. The second, it went off the post. And the third, which was a diving header, basically, that's how she scored the goal. That's what we want to see. We know she's fast. We know she can distribute. But in order for her to be taken as a true threat in the WSL, and especially in the UWCL, she's going to have to try to get her goals as well, because people need to not know what she's going to do in her game.
Yeah, her growth this season, she's like, they say people grow into a game. She's grown into the season, right? And that comes with familiarity, playing with people more, that partnership with her and Castle Rock, because she's normally on the right. Being able to play off Bunny. Like, Bunny is a great person to play off of. You're basically gonna have a one-on-one every time. You will not get doubled up. You can't afford it. And so, yeah, her increased comfort has definitely led to increased productivity, and that's what she works. And that's something we saw from day one. Even offensively, when she was struggling, the defensive work, the work rate, the running is always there. So seeing, because I couldn't watch it live, but like seeing that she scored made me really happy.
Same. Okay. Well, again, they handle business, especially when it comes to the UWCL. Now, just looking at the table that City are in, they sit atop of the table over Barcelona, Hammerby, and St. Polten are in this league. It's a very wonderful group to get in. Obviously, Barcelona, but the other two, to get this group was great, because we knew all we had to do was not get smoked by Barcelona, and we should be fine.
100%. And that's why it's played out. And I think like we get Hammerby next week, right? So like, or this week, sorry, Thursday.
Yes.
So knowing that, that's coming up, like we can guarantee our our advancement on Thursday with a win, because that'll be 12 out of 12.
Exactly. And already with a 3-point lead. And I mean, Barcelona, they do have
their goal differential is stupid, bro. Like 16-2 in 3 matches. Like the fury they let out. I will say this: I don't care what happens this season. I don't care about what trophies we win. We beat Barcelona, bro. That's all that matters.
Clean sheet.
We did it, clean sheet. Like I will take that to the end of the time, because what the fuck? Like
I know.
when you check their scores, you like got a double take. Like, did you really just do that? Like you don't care. You just it's so beautiful yet so disrespectful. It's like those old Warriors teams with Katie and Steph.
Yeah.
Where they were just doing whatever the fuck they wanted. And it was like, there's nothing you can do to stop us here. Sorry.
Thanks. Oh, I love it.
We'll see them in December. We're going back.
Bet. You know that. If we're able to hold the double over them, dude, man. This team, man.
Even 4 points against them. Shit, give me a draw. Saying it's like last year, we took 4 points off Chelsea. Give me 4 points off of Barca. I will be happy and proud. Like, because who else is doing that?
That's facts. And then we'll keep it moving to the match on the weekend, the 2-0 loss against Chelsea. What I will say, it was a 75th minute goal by Myra Ramirez, and then a 79th minute goal. It was basically back-to-back, bang, for Gura Wrighton. And City women, they struggled for a little bit after those 2 goals, but they finished the match strong, and it felt like they might have been able to get a goal. The whole story of it is just weren't able to, like, they were getting the opportunities, but not really getting it close to the goal, doing anything. I felt great at moments, especially like dealing with the press and all that other stuff. It's all a bunch of noise, because technically we lost 2-0.
Yeah, and here's the thing, right? Look, we got to talk about the lineup. When you look at the lineup, it was the same lineup that went out against Hammerby, except in for Blakinde Brown was Gerard. So only one change made. And of course, that meant that Lai Alexandri and Lauren Hemp were not there. When you take away what I will call our best defender and the best creator in the WSL, there are going to be effects. Like you just don't take those 2 parts. You take one out, okay, maybe whatever. But you take both out, it's actually a credit that the first half went the way it did, right? Because now looking at Chelsea's lineup real quick, they made some changes. We had talked to Mark twice, talked to him on the Breaking Bread Friday, and then also on the pre-match Saturday. And the big change was at center back, Khadija Buchanan, who we now know sadly has a torn ACL. ACL strikes again, undefeated. Bjorn started for her at center back. The rest of them were the same. Cuthbert and Nuskin in the double pivot. Kennerit, I cannot say her name, sorry, Kennerit, Hamano and Wrighton, and that 3 attacking, and then the bully, Maya Ramirez, right? Like, and we knew once Kennedy was out there, when it came to pace, and like there was going to be a clear gap. Like you needed Laya Alexandri for that reason. And I will say this, to Bjorn's credit as a center back, because I never watched her play, she held her own against Bunny when it came. And Millie Wright's a monster too. So like they held up way better than our center back pairing. And that's how the first goal happened, right? Like Maya Ramirez, he pulled off what Holland did last year. I believe it was to was it Dan Byrne or somebody where he just bullied him out of the way, or some random center back. Just get out my face. And then kept running, and Greenwood couldn't catch her, and then slide it home to finish, right? Like you take that chance, and she created it. She made it happen. It was somebody on Twitter on Blue Sky was like, it's a foul. She's dirty. I'm like, it's not a dirty player. Like, she's a physical number 9. That's what, like, Holland does it. We love it. Bunny does it. We love it. It just happened to us. And then in the first half, Bunny had that chance. It was a clear header. She got free, and she just missed it. Couldn't get it on target, right? And it's like those finishing being that clinical. They say it's the margins, but it's not even a margin. It was an obvious chance. You just didn't put it on target. And they did. And Maya Ramirez said, game, set, match. And I think you could see the team fall after that.
Yeah, I mean, because they were playing great the entire match, and it just wasn't enough. And you could tell that there was going to be a goal. It felt like there were going to be goals. It's the energy, the quality of both teams, that it wasn't going to end 0-0. I was just hoping City were going to be the team that at least split the 2 goals, you know?
Yeah, and I feel bad because, like, when we talked Friday, I said, oh, 1-0. Remember, I was the one, you all called draws, I called the loss right away. Then I got excited. I was like, you know what? We can do this. We can
Yes.
make it happen. In the first half, I had that vibe, right? We looked productive. It was like you said, we were able to get through. We played our game. They didn't shut us down. I think the first 15 was them, but I would say the next 15 to 20 was us, pushing it in their center, in their possession. I mean, their part of the field. And you look at the possession stats, we had 63% possession. You look at the passing stats, 496 to their 258. The shots, they did shoot a lot more, right? So Bon Pastor's game plan was perfect. She soaked up the pressure, 15 total shots for them. They had 6 on target. We had 8 total shots and only 2 on target. So they shot almost twice as much. They had 3 times as many shots on target. They had 2 more goals. So it's just, and none of our shots hit the real work. So it sucks when you don't have your best players for the biggest matches.
Yeah.
Because that changes everything. Like, if Hemp's out there, the whole match looks different offensively. If Alexandria's out there, there's a huge chance that Millie Bright, not Millie Bright, Maya Ramirez, even if it's just like Alexandria can get there and get a yellow card, or she can do something, you know what I'm saying? Like to foul her or whatever, just because she has the pace to do it. So it's no shade to Kennedy at all. You are who you are. We know everybody has a weakness. That's sport. It just sucked that, like, they got us, man. And like I put out there, I was like, we'll talk more about this with Theo, but I'm like, is it just the same old story again? Like, it's like Groundhog today. It sucks so much. It hurts. How do you feel? Because here's the thing, your optimism is always infectious. And then how do you balance that optimism with, like, the reality of, like, Chelsea wasn't fully healthy either, and they still got us. And now they, like, control their fate again.
I wish it's the problem that we have, because there were some amazing stops that Yamashita made that I don't have full belief Keating could have made. But I will say we definitely missed, because we were recycling, and there were some scary moments between Yamashita and Kennedy. And if there was Keating there, I know she would have set the team up better, because, like I said, Yamashita, there's one half the pitch that she would realistically only like to pass to. And if you cut off only one half of the pitch, especially from a key position, it just already starts you off kind of in a bad position. Or if she's able to pass it to the other side of the pitch, the ball's not fast enough, it's not quite accurate, so they're not able to kind of take advantage of the overload that may have been made. So it's like it's a small thing, but I do think our lack of, like, a distributor, because even Greenwood, she wasn't really able to kind of do her thing, and with Garrett's extra focus on possession, like more so than ever, which I feel like at moments in this game, it felt like a detriment. They just were afraid to lose the ball, and they would just quickly go back. And sometimes we got to lose the ball, especially if we're losing the ball up. Just press. That's where the pressing comes in. And I don't know. It just frustrated me. They were waiting for the perfect moment to score.
Yeah, but I feel like there's looking at this side, right? Like that, the Myra Ramirez goal is the fear. And when you have Girl Wright and Kenner on the wings, like, they go. And we also knew that Wahhabi was at a disadvantage, right? So you did not have Casper held their own against Girl Wright, but Myra had a clear advantage from the center backs. Kenner had a clear advantage on the left back. So it's just like I think he was trying to protect the defense. Because even, like, there is a world where, I don't know if you, like, because we've seen Lyle Alexandria play as a left back, right? She can invert just for her pace and athleticism. But the point is, like, you don't have your sweeper. You take away that pace to recover or fix those mistakes. But I do want to say this, because the subs came 80-81. I know as I was watching around 60, I was like, yo, we got to get Chloe in. We need something, right? Something had to hit. The second half didn't look the same. Did you feel, and I love the momentum thing on Fatma, because you can kind of see, like, after halftime, Chelsea had the momentum. Well, we had it for like 5 minutes, then Chelsea has it, then it's like pretty even. and then obviously the goals happen. But like, did you feel that? Would you have wanted to see Chloe Kelly come on 10 minutes earlier? Okay.
Yes, and I wanted giving her 10 minutes, especially if she's already struggling to find form, or maybe putting pressure on herself because it's a contract year and stuff like that. I think only giving her 10 minutes to win back the match against the reigning champions, that's not a winning position for anybody. And if you truly want Chloe Kelly to dig herself out of this, you kind of need to put her in better circumstances.
Yeah, and I feel like sadly what happened and what happens a lot of time is that she was up to come in as the second goal happened, right? And so like, because you come in on the 80th minute, like you already at the touchline, but you just can't get on because there was no stoppage in play. And those double strikes happen. Like we see it so many times. Once that first goal goes in, the great clubs, they find a way. And they were able to hit us twice, and that was game, set, match. Like I said I was gonna turn it off in the group chat with the homies, but I was like, no, I'm not turning it off. I'm gonna stay and watch. But it was definitely defeated to be like, damn, like here we go. And now, glass half full.
Ooh.
We can get them back. We play them at our place in a few months. We're able to I think we're still clearly on their tier. Like I would not say they're supremely better than us because we didn't have two of our players. Like this is a real fact. We didn't have the same 11 that beat Barca, right? So that's my 11 in my mind when I think of Man City women this year. That 11 on the field that beat Barca, that is our best 11. Unless they're all there's going to be a little drop off. But I think this kind of leads us into thinking about how do we bounce back on Thursday, right? We play Saturday, so we get a good amount of rest. I believe Thursday is at home.
No, it's away.
No, it's away. So we got to do a little bit of travel, going to Sweden. So do you think that we get another clean sheet, or do you see Hammerby actually hitting the back of the net?
I actually think Hammerby's going to lose by more because when you're home, you can't play this like boring defensive style that they did away.
Yeah,
because you have your crowd chanting on you, cheering you on, wanting you to show what you're made of.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes that's when the home field can be difficult. And I think that this will be the circumstance. And it wouldn't surprise me even with. And actually, this is the last match before international break.
Great shot.
Let's see, does he rest or does he play the best starting 11? Because this is the match before Barca. We can't afford to lose, especially after we had
two more before Barca. We get our return match against SKN. So I know what you're saying. Like Barca's coming up next month. Yeah, yes, 3 weeks or a month exactly.
But because I would honestly, just from a mindset sake, I would want to play my best available 11, and especially the ones who played against Chelsea, to get their confidence back up, to get them feeling better. In worst case, just make really early subs, make 60-minute subs, 70-minute subs, especially if they end up ahead early, like I'm hoping to see.
Yeah, I think 2-0 at half would be great, right? You try to get that third in the first 15, 20 minutes, and by 70, you're starting to bring in the bench. Let people get off, let Bunny get rest, let Yui get a freaking break. Hardest working women in world football.
Or just sub someone on.
Put Combs in, put whoever, bro. Let Yui rest. She is doing everything. But yeah, man, we're gonna be okay. In Champions League, that's the thing. Like that's the beauty of being in multiple competition. When you have this to look forward to, there's no time to hang your head.
Yes,
we got a job to do. We got to get 12 out of 12 points. Keep up our secure qualification to the round of 16, and that's all you can want.
Okay, well, we'll keep it moving to City men. We just have the match about Tottenham to cover, so I have this from last week, and I have two clips that I wouldn't mind playing. This first one is Pep just generally on Jack Grealish when he was going to go on international duty. I do know that he returned. I am aware of that, but it made for an interesting conversation.
Can you tell us about Jack Grealish as well? Because obviously he's not been playing, but he was picked for England yesterday.
A question for the manager from UK.
Is he fit to play for you tomorrow?
No.
Cars they contact you about Jack or picking Jack? Or,
No.
And are you surprised he's been picked?
It's his decision. He 70 days, didn't train once. Today was the first training, he trained 20 minutes. So, this is a reality.
Been called up?
Yeah.
And what did he say?
I want to go to a national team.
And are you surprised by that, given that he's not fit?
No.
And the fact that he's not surprised, that's kind of the thing that like bums me out. And we know Jack struggles with inconsistencies, like let's just say inconsistencies, whether it's personal, mental, like I get it. But the best ability is availability. And we love ourselves some Gucci Puma over here on SOB. But it's like, come on, man, we gotta get something figured out.
Agreed. And like you said, we know what happens after that, right? He gets called back. I believe Foden got called back. Walker stayed. I think the minutes are great. Like defenders play more, right? Naturally, you're going to play more as a defender when you start. Like you could play 5 matches in a row easily. Like you need that rhythm. And I think coming back from injury, that was important for Cal. So I get why he went. But this, as you were playing the clip and talking, it made me think about that period a couple years ago. I get the numbers mixed up when John Stones was down, right?
Mm-hmm.
He had injuries. There was like, it was just, he was just off. His form was off. He was injured back and forth. And then we had the trouble year. And he just bounced back. And boy, did he like change everything for that season, that run, every competition. He was there in the big matches, just being crazy, like Beckenbauer 2.0. So it's like, I feel like that type of resurgence is possible for Jack. Is it guaranteed? No. Who knows what happens? Like he's going to be fighting for time. Like I think there's a clear argument that Jeremy Doku is the best left winger on the team. It's not even close when it comes to performance, right? Like he is the one who makes things pop as a pure attacker. Now, does Gucci have a lot to offer our club? Yes. And there are certain things that he has advantages on with Doku. So the fitness is what's important for both of them because they both are coming back from injury. But I hope that I want him to succeed. Obviously, he's a part of the club. I want him to do well. And I think he has it in him. I know before he got out, we saw the preseason was great. Early in the year, he's shooting more. He's being aggressive. And the injuries throw everything off. It's just like it's the story. His story is the story of the whole men's top the first couple months or the last 6 weeks. Injuries happen, throws off your rhythm. And hopefully now we get it back because I'm excited. But you said you had another clip, I believe.
Yes. Bernardo Silva.
Well, yeah, disappointing because we're a bit in a dark place right now, and everything looks to be going in the wrong way. Even when we play well, we don't score our chances, and we concede too easily. So yeah, definitely we need to look inside, check what we're not doing well, and start being better very quickly. Otherwise, it will be difficult to come back.
And Pep was asked on this, and he disagreed. But I mean, that's of course, that's what you're supposed to say. What are your thoughts on Bernardo? We're in a dark place.
It's true. You lose 4 in a row, 3 different competitions. The Sporting loss, I think, is way worse to me than the loss to Brighton. The loss to Brighton sucked, right? Because you had a lead, you want to hold it, whatever, that happens. But the way that Sporting just like eviscerated us. And they as they say, they put belt to ass.
Fact.
That's where now I will say the way we came back against Brighton, we stepped up, we got the goal, Holland. So you're like, okay, we got that, right? And then just can't sustain it. Now, what that means is you need bodies. Like we need our people. Like there is a world where we have not seen Kevin De Bruyne, Phil Foden, and Erling Haaland play together more than 2 matches. I believe. Like it's definitely less than 5. And so it's just like we need our best players on the pitch. We understand Rodgers out. That's been there. That doesn't change anything. It's a mute point. The people we have, we need them fit because I believe there is something that can be unlocked if you play Matheus Nunes and James McAtee in the midfield. If you start the resurgence now, you let the old legs kind of just be subs and Gundo and Kova. There, you let Nunes play beside. Like I feel like there's something there now. Will Pep do it? Probably not. He's going to stick with Kova. I just don't want to see Kova and Gundo ever again. I do not want to see them on the pitch starting.
So over it.
Yeah, like give me something different. Give me, because Maka can run. Like, you need legs, and that's the problem. Our press is down without Huli, without Daku. I love Savinho's press. His press is great, but like, you're missing the midfield part of it, and that is so key. And as we said, the player of the year in the PL, like Phil Foden's got to start stepping up. You got to say what it is. Like, we need production right now. You are that guy. You said you were him last year. I need more sniper celebrations. Like, like I need that. It's time. And so everybody knows it. The sky is not falling. It's a dark place, but it's not the end of the world. And I agree with Bernardo, because we still have 27 Premier League matches left. We still have like a bunch of Champions League, qualifying matches left. So all this can be righted. The festive time is when we normally get popping in December anyway. So it's kind of right on schedule to only be 5 points back. And we still have to play Liverpool twice. It could be way worse.
No, you're right. I want to just stick on this James McAtee situation, because he's been on the bench 18 times, but he's finally found the pitch 6. 311 minutes. Nico O'Reilly has 235. Stefan Ortega, as our backup keeper, has 360 minutes. Like, what is going? We understand he's young, he doesn't know, but Jemai Hughes getting some playing time. Like,
he's older than Rico. Like, and he's played the whole Premier League season for Sheffield. He's played championship for Sheffield. Like,
what's going on?
It's Pep's call. We don't know we don't know the rationale, right? We don't see it, and we also know players get broken through all the time. Like, Savinho has come in from Girona and literally started right away. Like, now, do I think there's more competition in the midfield? Of course there is, and we have injuries. So I feel like there's always a wrinkle. It's like that first time, remember, we saw Rico pop in the midfield, and we were like, oh, he's doing the Cancelo, but he's doing it even better because, like, he's really going for it now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like there's something that's going to happen. Nothing from before the international break is going to be the same. Shouts to Drake. And I think we have the ability, Pep has the ability to use that beautiful brain and make some changes, make some tweaks. We also missed Ruben Diaz, I believe, right? In the Brighton match. Wasn't he out?
What?
Wasn't Ruben out for the Brighton match?
Yes.
Yeah. And so, like, as much as I was on him a couple seasons ago, like, Ruben is super, super valuable.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't have Ruben, we didn't have Akanji. I think those are definitely our 2 best center backs. You need them on the pitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are things that are real life, like, issues. And if we had a full healthy 11, minus Roger, of course, then I would be far more concerned. But until I see that healthy 11 out there for a run of 4 or 5 matches, I'm always have hope. And I don't blame anybody. Like, I can't blame people for how they react. All I will say is, look at the calendar, people. It is the 18th of November in the year of our Lord 2024. We have so many months left of this season, literally 7 of them. It's a long time. It's a marathon, not a sprint, man.
Hey, you know the vibes. That was good. I was trying to think of any other topics, but there's no need to stretch this. Let's just get in, get out, and get a little break in between our next recording with Theo Lloyd Hughes, which
USMNT up 2-0.
Oh, let's go. Hey.
Yeah, I watched the first goal and then the second one went in. Shouts to Pulley.
Shout out to you, Pulley.
Captain America.
What did I make this post on? I could have sworn.
Jamaica, you're losing, man. Jamaica. Is that Weston McKennie with the layoff? Oh, it deflected crazy. That's a wild finish. That's unfair to Jamaica. Damn. Sucks for you. We're going to the CONCACAF semifinals.
This match against Tottenham, like, it's just like
I think it's the best type of opponent to play because we had that run where everybody was in low blocks. We know Ange will not do a low block.
That's fair.
We saw them a couple weeks ago. It's time to get that get back. So I think there are goals. I think there are 4 goals in this match. I think we win 3-1.
I would
When our
love.
backs are against the wall, we show up.
I just want to say run it up, and that's how I feel it's gonna happen. But I would like that to happen, but I don't think that that's what's going to happen. Erling scored. He's feeling good.
Yeah.
Nope. I'm a second. I'm a second, Drew. I don't even want to put any negativity on the squad anymore. They're obviously very fragile right now. It's up in the air. We know they're gonna lock in once the players get here. Maybe even some moves happening in January, which the only reason why I believe that could potentially happen is just because there are so many other teams just all over that are looking to be making some moves in January. I don't know if this is just going to be like a random one-off January winter transfer window, or if this is just kind of a sign of change that maybe the winter transfer window will be taken not as serious, but more serious, because usually people kind of think it as joke teams.
So let's look at the calendar real quick. We got a little bit of time. It's 8:37. I'll say this, right? Our next 5 matches: home against Spurs, home against Feyenoord in Champions League, Liverpool away Sunday, December 1st, home against Forest. So that's 2 top 5 opponents back to back, and then on the road at Crystal Palace. I think if we win 4 out of those 5 and people come back healthy, I think the talk of transfers changes, right? Because you're beating quality opponents, you're doing it in both competitions, you're starting a little run. We get to go to Juventus for the first time, I think, ever in Champions League, or at least since I've been a fan, which is really cool in middle of December. So like this run of form is like what we do. We need the matches, we need the rhythm, and setting up a huge Manchester derby. We get to play Ruben Amorim for the first time at the Etihad, which would be fun after what he did to us at Sporting.
For real.
This man is on my bad side, bro. He whooped our ass. I cannot. I'm
Nope,
so
I'm
sick.
that person. I'm like, nope, different team, don't count. Don't count.
0-0. But no, like I think the run will determine the need for a transfer. Because as much as we have to talk about something, right? Oh my God, we got to go get a placement, need this, or just get healthy. The same side that started off the year so great, they just need to be back. We haven't had them, just like the women, right? If you don't have your best 11, I can't be super negative because they're not out there. So I hope that we have 5 wins in a row to start off in this run, and I bet all the talk and chatter will shift, because then it'll be like, oh, we could make a deal, but we don't need it. We're great. We're healthy. Kevin's back. Phil's cooking. Erling's Earl. Like the ties change all the time, man. And that's the beauty of being a supporter.
I still would like Ederson or Zubomendi. I would still like one of those.
Would it be great? Of course. I would love to.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And obviously we have no real connection. So like, who are we? But it would be very nice if for us to not have to give it per chance. And and Echeverry will come back, but he's not he can play holding midfield, but he likes to get up. He likes to distribute. He likes to get in the shit. So he's just like a younger, more energetic Kovacic. Well, Kovacic who can pass. But anyway. So yeah. Well, let's see. We gave our both think 3-1.
Both said 3-1.
Yeah.
And we go. We see what happens. Check us out. We got some more shit, some more heat coming this week.
We got all kinds of things. We got let's see, we got coming Wednesday is the next episode of the very early morning show. Maybe I will find a positive thing to push about Man City, but I'm still not quite sure how I feel about things right now. And also it's just me and it's super early and I'll be full of caffeine. Maybe I'll be manic. We'll find out.
The tease. We'll find out. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't even know. It's gonna be me.
I'll be there. Ooh, what a ball. Cross that bitch.
Do a Man City versus Hammerby watch along. I have that off, so I figure why not. And then Let's Stream this Thursday is with Saul.
Let's go.
The homie Kyle. He has been on once last year. His team, the shout out to the Owls, They won the USL League One championship. So I'm sure he will be wanting to spread the gospel of that team. And then my homie Hamza Karumia, he will be on. Then we got our Breaking Bread match preview Friday night with our friends, the Tottenham Depot. We will look at that. And then at 10:30 a.m., an hour before the kickoff Saturday for Man City men versus Tottenham, join us for our kickoff show. We will be there for all of those things. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't. Rate, review, like the video, share with friends, tag us on social media.
Blue Sky.
Follow us on Blue Sky, shadesofbluenw.com. None of that .bluesky.social.
Nah, we here. We official out here. Okay?
We are official. So check us out. And Sharpie, let people know where they can find you on Blue Sky.
Please, at Sharpie Charlie. That's who I am. That's where I be. I'm trying to do this thing where I keep my follower count at 500. So what happens is this: people are following me. I got to go back to some early follows I did. I got real nerdy, followed a bunch of academics. So I got to take them out, make space for the homies, for the people coming over from X, because it is not what that is X. That's some Elon shit. And so I will be following back everybody who I rock with in the next few days. Excited to keep the conversations going and have fun. It's nice. It's been like I've been over there since for like 10 days now, Friday before last, and it's been beautiful. The things you can block, just get rid of people. So if you are listening to this and you haven't made the jump, I'm telling you, make the jump. Go to your friends page. The starter packs are dope. Whatever you like, it's a starter pack for it. Sports, media, whatever. So like, come through. We'll be there every day.
And shout out to Blue Sky. We're sitting at 972 followers at the moment. So like it's been vibes. The conversations have been fantastic. We've been having lots of fun. If you aren't on Blue Sky and you're still doom scrolling on Twitter or on X, Sharpie made a great point. Please move to Blue Sky. Love yourself some more. Don't do threads. Get a third?
Peppy. Third.
Oh, let's
the
go.
box. Off the press, turnover.
Box too? Okay.
Yeah. Tres Acero.
Wow. Pochettino has them
Sounds better.
Football.
It looks like old school Spurs, bro. They are cooking right now.
Wow, that's crazy. I love this though.
Grown man footy. So yes, sorry to interrupt, but it got hype. You'll see it on the video, but yeah.
Let's go.
We need positivity.
USA. They might actually make me fuck with them for a change. I actually might watch a game. They keep playing well enough. I might get a USA kit.
No, I want one so bad. I do. I really do. A woman's kit. It'll be a woman, of course. But I want of course.
All right. Well, Shady Gang, you know the vibes. Shady Gang. Shady Gang. Shady Gang.